Bill Gates is a genius at assembling all the parts that were needed to create the modern computer software industry. But he did it in a way that got his rivals to call him a monopolist, a bully.
By the mid-90s, Microsoft's aggressive tactics began to backfire. Competitors accused the software giant of monopolizing the industry.
The bundling of the software led to the Department of Justice investigating a lot of claims that Microsoft's business practices were unfair. They were, in fact, suppressing innovation in a marketplace. It squelches third-party software application development.
As Bill Gates' legal troubles mount, his competitor, Apple, is doing no better.
Apple without Steve Jobs is not innovating. They're kind of milking the old product line. They don't even have a good new operating system.
With Windows dominating the industry, Apple's share of the home computer market falls to 4%. And in 1996, the company loses $1 billion.
Apple was struggling. Apple went through a series of CEOs that were treading water. You had, Scully, you had Gil Amelio, you had Spindler. Apple was within a month or two of going bankrupt.
Apple stands on the brink of collapse. So 12 years after forcing him out, the board asked Steve Jobs to come back. But before he can begin making Apple innovative again, Jobs knows he's going to need an infusion of cash, and fast. To get it, he'll have to turn to an unlikely source.
Hi, Bill.
Bill Gates is under investigation for running a monopoly. Steve Jobs is back at the company he founded, but it's on the verge of bankruptcy.
Hi, Bill.
Steve? I hear you're making friends with the
Justice Department?
and you're back on board a sinking ship.
If Apple goes down, you've got no one to fight.
But if you keep us in the game, you can go on winning.
Think about it.
It didn't behoove Gates for Apple to go away at that stage of the game. If you have no competitor, then people say, you own all the market, and that's not a good thing. It's better to have a crippled competitor than no competitor at all.
Now, I'd like to talk about meaningful partners. Apple lives in an ecosystem, and it needs help from other partners. And I happen to have a special guest with me today via satellite downlink, and if we can get him up on stage right now.
Good morning.
This was a remarkable moment when Steve Jobs brought Bill Gates up on the screen. The cult of Macintosh jeered and booed him. He was reviled as a monopolist, as a bully. They hated Windows, they hated PCs, and they hated Bill Gates.
Despite initial backlash, Microsoft invests $150 million in Apple. And Jobs wastes no time